Hi there, beautiful soul. Grada Robertson here from the Purple House Wellness Center, and I am so happy to be back after 4 whole weeks of absence. And over the next 20 minutes, I would like to take you into a journey, into your inner core essence. And the topic today is really to help you release fear around obstacles that show up in your life. So apparently there are only 2 types of people in the world. Like there are people who always focus on the obstacles, and people who only see opportunities, right? And of course, needless to say that people who focus on opportunities create more opportunities, and they often have a better life with more success and better relationships and so on. Well, but most of us, most people, and that includes you and me probably, fall somewhere in between. So maybe most people are more used to seeing obstacles because that's one way we're conditioned by society and by our families and other mind control systems. And I think it's really relevant today that I take you through 7 steps, and I'll take you through that in about 5 minutes, how you can release the fear around obstacles so that you can become one of those people that tends to see opportunities, like when an obstacle surfaces or comes your way, that you see the opportunity for growth or the opportunity for success or opportunity for change, opportunity to up level, many opportunities, that you automatically go that way so you can have a really rewarding life. Because that's what I want for everyone, to have a life with fewer obstacles, more smooth and easy, more fun and more happiness and prosperity, right? So what we really need, like to create a change, is to create a change in perspective, right? That's what we're talking about here. And as soon as you create a change of perspective, like changing your view on life, the chemistry in your body changes, like immediately. It has like a flow-on reaction, and all the cells in your body begin to change. And this is actually true because scientists have worked with people with multiple personality disorders, and what they found was, let's say if you were one of the top subjects was a man, I'll just call him George. Let's say one personality was George, and George had insulin-dependent diabetes, right? But then George would flip into John, say. John was a different personality in the same body. And as soon as John came on board, John didn't need insulin. He wasn't an insulin-dependent personality, right? He could live without insulin, so that was in completely the same body. But then John might be allergic to potato chips, right? And then say maybe another personality, let's call it Tom, still inside the same body, was a brilliant piano tuner, but the other 2 personalities didn't know anything about piano tuning, and so on. And the same goes for women. So they've also researched women with personality disorder or multiple personality disorder. And so sometimes, let's say I will call it Jenny, she would be in the middle of a period, but if something triggered, say Annie to come on, which is a different personality again, that woman, that person didn't have a period, and so on. So this is so interesting. It absolutely showed to me that our spirit and our persona dictates our chemistry 100%. So if you have pain anywhere in your body, or like disease or unease or friction in your relationships, what we need to look for is, how can I create that shift in my body? How can I harness that positive shift? How can I change my perspective on life, and so that my body starts to release the hormones that promote me to be thriving, that help me to prosper. Because apparently our cells, the cells of our body, can only be in survival mode, and when I mean, surviving is all about surviving, isn't it? It's not about growing, it's not about building up, it's not about restoring your relationships. When you're in survival mode, you're really in a place of scarcity most of the time. So our cells are only in survival mode, or they are in thrival mode, so they're thriving. There's really not an in-between place, sadly for us. So we're either, and the other thing is our bodies get addicted to our way of being. So this is why you see some people, they can't be peaceful, or they don't prosper because they're addicted to drama, right? So they create more drama because their cells have become hungry for drama, because the cells are used to being in survival mode. And I want people to get out of that survival into thriving, into a place of prosperity and freedom, where you have choices, and you know, you have a good life, and your health starts to improve, and your money, everything starts to get better. So how do we do that? So again, I want to tell you that behind all those personalities that we have, like we have different personalities in us too, behind the outside behaviors, the surface behaviors, is our inner core essence. Our core essence, you can call it your higher self as well. Our core essence flows from the top of our head, through the spine, through the back of our legs, through our feet, into the ground. That's how we connected to Mother Earth and say Father Cosmos. And we're always connected. Even if you're not conscious of it, you still are. But it's more, our life flows a lot easier if we begin to have a conscious awareness of that connection. And so once we are connected into our core essence, instead of always being absent and distracted and being pulled out of our body, once we are connected in, we can literally bring that obstacle to mind and lose all the fear we have around it. Because literally, as soon as we come across an obstacle, and we've had many since the pandemic, right? We've had many challenges, and life's been very chaotic. That's been very fear-inducing for people. I want to show you this place where you can find inner peace, and show you a process, a 7-step process that helps to release the fear. So we can do that now if you like. And the change of perspective happens very easily because at best of times we only see 1/1000th of reality. So we're really not seeing very much of the real reality. And if we can just open our awareness a teensy little bit, right? If we could just become aware of another 1,000,000th part of reality even, that would change our whole life. That's all that it requires. So I'm just going to ask you to bear with me now and close your eyes gently. Take a nice deep cleansing breath in and out. And just feel your body relax with the breath. As you're connecting, and become aware of the weight of your torso as you're sitting on the chair. You're feeling the weight, your bottom on the chair, your feet on the ground, and you just start to become very, very grounded. And that in itself has a calming influence. So just breathe into your body again and out. And now I want you to think of something that scares you, that seems like an obstacle for you, like a challenge. Not really an opportunity. You know that it could be an opportunity, but at the moment it's just too scary. So just think of something like that. Could be like saying no to a friend, like an old friend, but you know this friendship isn't really serving you any longer. And saying no is often hard. It's often an obstacle. And yet, if you say no, that opens up a world of opportunities for you, because you'll go into a different direction. But it can be something else. It can be making an appointment somewhere. And just connect into your body. Where does it feel fearful? So I've chosen something that seems like an obstacle for me, and I feel the energy in my stomach. So just put your hand on the place where you feel it. It can be your head, it can be your heart, your lungs. If it's your lungs, put your hand here. It could be your tummy. Just put your hand wherever you notice it. notice the exact spot, and then picture what it looks like. Like, does it look around? What's the shape like? Or is it square or prickly with sharp corners? Is it moving or is it still? Is it large or is it small? And what's the color like? And does it have a temperature? Is it hotter than the surrounding tissues, or colder, or is it the same? And so you're engaging with the fear now, and you see that as an energy form, right? Just stick with one spot at a time, with one fear, one obstacle at a time. Now what I want you to do is visualize a warm glow of energy above your head, just here, like a blob of warm energy, which is your true essence, your higher self. You can even visualize it as white. And now allow that obstacle, the fear of that energy blob, to travel up through your body and go into your own essence, which is above the top of your head. And just let it dissolve, like an aspirin in a glass of water. Just let it dissolve. You might feel a shift in your body, you might feel all tingly, or you might feel pressure, or you might feel a release of some sort. Now, if you find that's not working, I'll show you a different way. So this could be step 3. So just connect in where that fear was in your body, that energetic blob, and bring your own essence, that white, warm, a ball of energy down through your spine, and just let it meet the tension spot in your body, and let it dissolve again like an aspirin in water. Just let it be transmuted into calm and peace, which is your own true essence, the nature of what you are. So as your essence, that calm, divine energy meets that energetic tension blob, it transmutes it, it dissolves it. Like I said, just visualize an aspirin, how that dissolves in water, it goes all fizzy. And this is how your fear is dissolved and uncreated. And just imagine throwing that water with the aspirin away. You're not drinking it, just throw it on the grass or down the sink. And just now feel the light of your own essence grow stronger, more potent, more radiant. So mine is in my tummy now, restoring the energy in my tummy, feeling it with peace, warmth, comfort, safety, even a sense of excitement. As I think of that old obstacle, I feel now I can see the opportunity there. And I feel excited. And just allow this is step 4. And just step 5 is thinking about yourself living a carefree life. What would that look like for you? Like less care, less effort, less trouble, and more freedom, more ease, more comfort, more settled, more satisfied, more safe, more flow. Just a place where you begin to thrive, like easing yourselves out of survival mode and into thriving. More rest, more peace, more connection with the divine, more clarity, and just feeling more lovable, more accepted. You're approving of yourself, you're giving yourself permission to be yourself, you drop all the role play. And it feels so good. Your body is releasing different hormones now already. And just continue this flow of your own essence all the way down through your pelvic area, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your feet, all the way into Mother Earth. And it feels very cooling and calming. Just knowing that Mother Earth is conscious of you, it's a conscious being, knows where you walk. Whenever you step around, walk around, it's like little acupressure. You are giving her acupuncture. And then step 7 is just to allow this revitalizing energy coming from Mother Earth or Mother Nature, from Earth energy, the grounding energy, to travel up through your body, making you feel real grounded, like a tree with roots, deep roots, not shallow roots. And just feel how good that feels inside your body. And then you can take your attention back behind your eyes, deep in the back of your head where it's peaceful, and then you can open your eyes and feel this newfound sense of peace. So this is like a very short meditation, a 7-step meditation that helps you connect with your core essence. Your core essence consists of unconditional love, wisdom, infinite consciousness, infinite awareness, infinite unity, infinite acceptance, spaciousness, energy, healing energy. Everything you ever long for is already there, and yet we haven't been trained to connect with it. So you don't need a near-death experience to gain a new perspective on life, right? You just need to be able to connect into your core essence, which is also like your life force, your chi. There are many names for it, but it's all the same. But the nature of it is very, very peaceful and accepting. So again, you don't need to know all the answers, right? So when we are met with an obstacle or a challenge, remember how I said some people only see obstacles and other people only see opportunities. But for most of us, the initial reaction is always a kind of a fear, and this is how you can release the fear. Because even if you're a person who loves to see opportunities, that person could still burn out if they didn't address the fear that's deep in the subconscious mind, right? So this is about coming clean to yourself and just doing this every day so you can really become like that tree with very deep roots. And then to support the positive changes that your body has now, because you feel different now to the start of the session, I'm also going to suggest that you do some journaling. So once or twice a week, just do some journaling. Journaling just means reflective writing. So you're reflecting, you don't judge what comes out, you just get your hand moving, and you always be surprised what comes out. And that really helps you to shift your focus to, because we literally have to get the steering wheel and shift our focus away from problems to opportunities, or from trouble to peace, or from difficulty to love. So we have to do that ourselves, right? And I wanted to finish by saying some profound words that I really love. So what you think about, you bring about, always, right? So be careful what you think. This is why journaling is so important, because a lot of our thoughts are they happen so fast we don't even know what we think about. So what we think about, we bring about. What we speak about, we speak into our lives. So when you say things out loud, that's even more powerful. So just be very careful what you say out loud. So what you speak, talk about, you literally speak this into your life, right? And what you write about is even more powerful. So after your reflective journaling, write down all the things that you wish for yourself. Only 3% of the world population writes their goals, and these are the highly successful people, you know, the people that have success in their lives, because it's like the universe supports you. It's like an invisible law. If you write what you want for yourself, the universe is going to bring that about into your life as well. So make sure that you do that. So I have received many, many miracles in my life because I gave words to my wishes, right? To my desires. So get very clear on your desires. So that can be sometimes just an icky feeling in your body, right? because a lot of us have unworthiness, so it feels icky, like I shouldn't wish for this because I'm so lucky already. We make all those excuses. But yes, you can wish for that, because you can be contented and have more wishes in your heart, your heart's desire, because the creator of the universe works like that. The creator didn't just stop at day one. He just kept on, he or she kept creating more and more, and the creator wants to work through you. So give words to your desires and then speak them out loud, and also write them down in your journal. And this is how I've received many blessings and miracles in my life, and I want you to have this secret as well. So let me know what your challenges are. Let me know if you are an obstacle person or an opportunity person. Let me know what your challenges are sometimes, and if you find this helpful, I'm going to invite you to do this a few times this week, so you get the hang of it and your life will change for the better. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Big love to you, big hug, and I'll see you next week, all being well. Bye bye.